And here we go, it says. And here we are. This Renard. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit, Renard. Community's here. Who else is here?
Richard.
Richard is here.
Saturday morning
is
fan.
here. That's right.
Yeah. And that's all.
That's it. I know there's more people than that, but that's okay. Some people can't say anything. They're listening and they're not able to chime in on the live portion. This is Pastor Rick joining us. Glad you all could make it today as we work our way ins. What's that?
It says Richard is saying that because he's a T-Mobile member, he can go and get 2 tickets to see the Masters of the Universe for $5 a ticket.
Oh, okay. That's good. We'll be going to see that. We'll be going to see that actually in a couple of weeks.
Hey,
Ooby-Doo. Because Stone Sour, who I don't know if Stone Sour's in here or not, actually arranged for us to have tickets in a couple of weeks. So we're not going to go opening night, but we're going to go a week after. So that was very nice. And we'll see. We'll be able to check it out in person. There's been a lot of buzz about the Mandalorian film. A lot of people are like, basically take it or leave it. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't fantastic either. And I think the biggest thing that's being said about The Mandalorian is basically it looks like the show. It's like you're watching 3 episodes strung together. So it doesn't feel like a film at all. And that's one of the biggest complaints. The other complaint that I've heard is that Sigourney Weaver seems very lackluster and uninterested in what she's doing. And it shows in her performance, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, and Pastor Rick made a donation to the channel, says a little something for the kiddie pool. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Thank you for helping us with that. Ooby-Doo says he's flying to Florida to see Motu with his friends and his kids.
Wow,
that's interesting.
Good.
Yeah, Munin, it's a flop. Some people liked it, but the film's not doing well. Doesn't look like it's going to break even. And that's always bad for any of these films if they can't at least break even. But the big buzz also, and you might have seen if you're on the Instagram or on the Facebook, that I had a picture of me sitting in a restaurant. I said, guess where I am? And where I was, let me see if I have the picture here. Where I was, or where we were. Here I am. It says, guess where I am? As we were in a restaurant, my wife and I took a trip, and we were actually in Tennessee. And where I am in this photograph is a dine-in Pizza Hut. We actually found a dine-in Pizza Hut and said, what the hell? Let's go to Pizza Hut. Let's go to Pizza Hut and hang out. It doesn't look fully traditional like you would expect, like with the lamps and the red cups and all of that, but it's still a dine-in Pizza Hut. And this Pizza Hut also does do the buffet, although we were not there for the buffet. And that's what everybody is buzzing about. Rich said, thanks for helping with the kitties. Yeah, anytime anybody can help us with our shelter cats, it goes a long way. It goes a long way.
And Robert is here, and he went to see the Star Wars movie, and he liked it. It didn't feel like the prequels. I think he said it's going to be like the He-Man movie, I guess. And the food was good. I mean, it's pizza.
The food was all right. Yeah. It wasn't amazing, but yeah, it was all right. And the thing is, and that's what user Illate or K4 something. Well, anyways, it says Pizza Hut Retro Store is coming soon. Red cups and sit down Pac-Man, and that's what everybody's buzzing about. But I'm gonna lay this one out for you. Okay, I'm gonna lay this one out for you. Get excited or don't. All right. Yum Foods International. Okay, I could probably do a whole independent video on this. Yum Foods International, which owns Pizza Hut, which is PepsiCo, by the way. PepsiCo, who also owns Frito-Lay. They own Tropicana. They own a lot of franchises. When I've talked about it before, because I used to work for Frito-Lay, that when Coca-Cola did the Coke challenge and went and made the new Coke and classic Coke faux pas in the 80s, they lost a fortune, and all that money went to PepsiCo. And PepsiCo bought everything they could. They bought Taco Bell. They bought.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary is with us. And Rich
Richard.
made a donation for the cats. Thank you, Rich. Thank you for helping us, or Richie. And they bought all of these companies, including Pizza Hut. All right. So Yum Foods International is a big conglomerate. Yum Foods International has authorized across the United States, it's actually between 80 to 155 Pizza Huts to be converted back into what they're calling classic Pizza Huts, which will have the hanging like pool table lamps and the red cups and the arcade machines and everything that everybody's excited about. But they're only doing them in select states. I think it's somewhere between 15 to 19 states they're going to try it in, including Georgia, which I think is getting 10. They're going to get 10 locations in Georgia, but they're not doing them everywhere. They're not doing them everywhere. They're not doing every Pizza Hut. When you stretch that out, 80 to 155, if they go that far with it, isn't that much when you spread it across the country, especially if they're going to do it in less than 20 states. And some states are going to get a crap ton of them, like Texas is going to get a bunch, from what I understand. I looked at Yum Foods International's website earlier, actually, and that's where I'm getting this from. So it may or may not turn up where you are. It may or may not turn up wherever you are. So
hey, Reston, how are you?
Reston is there. So it remains to be seen. And I'm not trying to crush your spirit. I'm just laying it out, probably, because it's the same thing with like Toys R Us, and everybody's like, oh God, Toys R Us is coming back. And then it's like, no, this sucks. You may not get it where you are. It may not turn up wherever you are, and you'd have to, I would recommend going to Yum Foods International yourself, or Yum Foods, and looking up their Pizza Hut profile and seeing where they're going to put them. That would be my best recommendation. But yeah, we were in Tennessee and we went to that Pizza Hut. And on the way home,
hey, BrolyCon
joining us. The first live action Ninja Turtles Pizza Hut made a killing on pizza promotion with that movie. Yeah, those were the days. But we're seeing some of that resonating now with the He-Man film and all the promotion that they're doing right now for the He-Man film, the Masters of the Universe film, which is very nostalgic. Krispy Kreme's got donuts, and Pizza Hut was doing a promotion. It's in Mexico. They're test marketing it in Mexico. And then, of course, there's Denny's. And on the way home from Tennessee, we dropped into a Denny's to eat, just for that, really because of that. And they had done the whole thing. The employees were wearing Masters of the Universe Denny's t-shirts, and they had the cutout up front, and they had the menu. And I know Motu Joe managed to get one of those menus. We did not get a menu, but we did get something. We did get something. I'll show you. We got a couple of the table cards. These are those little triangle cards that you put on the table. And yeah, I snatched them. I'm a bad boy, but I snatched them. It says order like a hero with a Coke Zero. No, I'm not drinking that, He-Man. Okay, Coke Zero. Skeletor's meal makes a hell of a lot more sense than yours, because it's got Minute Maid orange juice. But yeah, I grabbed a couple of these so that LPH could have them, and she can put them in her Masters collection. We don't need to get too carried away with movie merchandise, but I just thought it would be fun. What the hell? By the end of the promotion, there probably won't be one of these left in a Denny's anywhere, quite frankly, because people are going to swipe them. I probably would have swiped one of the menus too if they weren't already beat to death. I don't know about that, Robert. That's right. Saturday morning says Skeletor only drinks the best orange juice. Yeah, trying to push that Coke Zero. Blah. I can just imagine how just awful. Because anytime I don't eat artificial sweetener. If I eat anything and it's got an artificial sweetener in it, I pick it up instantly, and it has this awful aftertaste. I don't know, Reston. Reston wants to know if Denny still has endless coffee refills. I have no idea. And is Christopher there?
Hey, Christopher.
Because we didn't get coffee. We did not get coffee. We're in the South. You got to get sweet tea, man. Everybody's got it, even if it's not on the menu. They all have that sweet tea because it's just a South thing. It's a South thing. So if you ever go anywhere in the South, menu or not, can I get some sweet tea? And some places do it better than others. Some places do it better than others. And then today we went for milkshakes.
Yeah, we went to.
What was the name of that place?
Farm View.
Farm View. And it's like an old-fashioned grocery store. And they have an actual butcher in there, and they grind their own spices and stuff. It's crazy. But there's a cafe attached to it. And in that cafe, they've got an ice cream bar. And it is only a handful of flavors. It's not like 500 flavors, but it's like organic, hand-spun, handmade ice cream.
Yeah.
And they make shakes also. And so we ordered a couple of shakes, and they were surprisingly good. And they also no more expensive than if we went to someplace like Dairy Queen and got one of their corn syrup shakes that make you feel like you have to go to the bathroom for 3 days. And it was really good, surprisingly good. And then they gave you a real straw. The straw was like thick plastic, and it had a big opening in it. And it's like, this is a real freaking straw, that you can actually drink a milkshake with. But it was really good. I enjoyed that.
Oh, those glasses were only bad for if you're looking the outside of them.
Oh, talking about the glasses that you said. Yeah, the lead that everybody's worried about is on the outside of the glasses in the paint, not inside. But Richie says sounds like they're trying to be Cracker Barrel and except that they're good.
Yeah, and all of their food is fresh. It's fresh, farm raised, local food. And they're actually in the back cooking.
Yes.
It's not like at Cracker Barrel where the food is trucked in, and
and overpriced.
Yeah.
And they can screw up breakfast. Because the last time we did go to a Cracker Barrel not too long ago, and it was our second time in recent history going with someone else who wanted to go, and the food was terrible both times. And I'm like, how can you screw up breakfast? Ask Cracker Barrel, and they will show you. They will show you how to screw up breakfast. You get eggs that are so rubbery, or not eggs, but pancakes so rubbery you can't cut through them. It's like I felt like I was in a Three Stooges sketch trying to eat the pancakes. And then the scrambled eggs all runny, and the hash browns were rubbery. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? How do you mess up breakfast?
Oh, Saturday morning got a couple of shelves full of those glasses, even the Donkey Kong
We
one.
have a few glasses.
Yeah.
We have a few glasses. The glasses are fun, and they're very, very nostalgic, as is the Welch's jelly jars. For those of you who remember collecting those, that was a big deal for a long time. The Welch's jelly jars with the characters on them, including the Archies and Tom and Jerry and Hanna-Barbera characters. And you could collect sets of them. That was fantastic. Somewhere out there is somebody who has sealed jars of those jellies.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Somebody's got them. Somebody's got them. And funny you would mention Donkey Kong, because I did have a pickup today. Sometimes when you go to a thrift store, things can slip through the cracks. They want to be experts, and they want to be an auction house, and they want to price everything up on purpose. And I already did a video talking about it. It has nothing to do with trying to stop resellers.
Hey, Ray, how are you?
He says your Motu menus would look good on your 50s dining table behind you. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've only got these two. We've only got the card toppers. We didn't get the menus. Motu Joe did. Motu Joe managed to snag a menu for his collection. He wants all of it because it's Motu Joe. For those of you who are familiar with who that is, but despite the fact that that's what they tell you, I did the video, and people still are trying to call me out on it. But I used to work for a thrift store. I worked for the Amvets Thrift Center in the 90s, and that was the spiel then. They told us to tell people that. They price stuff up because now it's easier for them because they have the internet and they can look on eBay and try to guess how much things ought to be. But every once in a while, something slips through the crack. Okay. And I found this at Goodwill. And this is an original. This is the 1982 Coleco Donkey Kong. And he's in really, really decent condition. He's nice and clean. And this was, you see the price tag still on it, $1.11 plus tax. So $1.20. $1.20. And I used to have a few of these. I don't anymore, but now I got another one back. And that it was nice to get one again. I have bigger ones too. They come in different sizes.
Oh yeah.
But I had a few of these, part of the collection I lost, and some of you know that story. Part of the collection I lost, and I was like, "Holy crap, that's a Coleco Donkey Kong," and it is the original 1982 Coleco Donkey Kong, the mid-range version. This one's like 12-inch. This is like a 12-inch one. They, like I said, they came in a variety of sizes, and for the price, $1.20 with tax, that's outstanding. That's absolutely outstanding. I was real excited about that. It's like, oh, because if they knew what this was, it would have been in the glass case and they would have had $75 on it.
Yeah.
You know, they would have. Because that's just how Goodwill rolls.
Yeah, no.
That's just how Goodwill rolls. But I dig this kind of stuff, or any vintage Monchi cheese, or any of the, because you've seen me show them before. I found some really cheap recently. The Russ gorillas from around that time period, the ones that like suck their thumb and stuff. It's just fun. It's very very nostalgic, very cool. So yeah, this is like my big pickup. The old Donkey Kong there. And again, rare anymore to find something like that in the thrift store.
Christopher ate at Johnny Rockets at a mall in Indianapolis that was connected to the convention center in 2005 when he went to see Star Wars.
Okay.
And we don't know if they had a Mario. So
did they have plushes of the other characters? I don't remember, honestly. I only ever had the Donkey Kong ones. I don't remember if they did plushes of some of the other characters back then. They might have. And of course, if you're not sure what I'm talking about with the Rust Gorillas, I got one sitting here. Got a couple of the Gonga and Rutherford is what I'm talking about. And they made these in the 80s, and they're based off of, see, that's Rutherford from Russ. And it's they would sell these at Hallmark, and it's kind of like a generic Monchi. But since it's Hallmark and it's Russ, it's not like knockoff necessarily. And then, of course, here's the Gonga. This is a larger one. This one still has all of his tags and everything. There's Gonga.
You mean Greedwill?
Greedwill, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically.
Will.
But, and that's, I hear that argument all the time. And even on my video, even on my video discussing it and explaining why their prices are not high because of resellers, evil resellers. People still get mad at me on that video, and they're like, "You don't know what you're talking about." It's like, dude, I worked at these places in the '90s, in the early '90s, and they were telling us to tell people that then, and it was a lie then. What makes you think it's the truth now?
What, that they mark up prices because of resellers?
Yeah, that's all they're to stop resellers. So you're going to inconvenience
everybody else.
everybody else.
So what about those broken figurines and those clothes that they got?
Yeah, I know. So you're going to inconvenience 10,000 customers for one potential reseller who might turn a profit off of something that they bought in the store. That's bull. It's just a lot. PVC figures. Are we choppy? Because we got black here for a couple of seconds, a couple times.
Yeah.
So
no, we was having internet troubles again.
Yeah, we did. We had a problem where last week, or this week, I guess, a few days ago, it was Monday, right? I think it was Monday. There was a blip, little power blip, not even a second, and both of the Wi-Fi extenders were fried. They just and we could not get them reconnected, and they even replaced the router, and they still would not work. And they want me to buy some service. It's like, well, you weren't supposed to have those Wi-Fi connectors anyways. Which this is not what I was told, but that the person who came to install them just gave us a couple, and I'm like, they both just died at the same time, just like that. You want me to buy a rental service now to get them again? I already don't trust all of that.
Yeah, we've been to the Goodwill bin store, because after the stuff don't sell at Goodwill, they send it to that clearance house. And once it doesn't sell there, they ship it overseas to third world countries. And that's what they do with a lot of the stuff, especially the clothes. And that's like a nightmare. But you do get cheaper prices, but boy, they just kind of dump it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
Robert.
Thank you, Robert. Robert made a donation to the channel. Always appreciate it. All the help we can get with our feline friends, taking care of them. Daniel hasn't been feeling too well. He's been having trouble peeing. And I'm like, oh, no, don't. Because if I got to take him to a vet, I know that's going to be expensive. Poor Daniel. He's such a gentle little guy, though. Even though Granny Smith hates him. He's not going to bother her, but if he goes anywhere near, if he looks at Granny Smith, she's ready to go. She does not like Daniel. Poor guy. Again, he's a sweetheart.
Oh, wow. Our Goodwill sells new fancy furniture now and dump the books. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Indeed.
Yeah.
Some of them sell stuff that they purchased.
Yeah, we were in one today, and they had like candles and bed sheets and stuff like that. And it's like, nobody want that. Not from no Goodwill when Ollie's is next door.
Yeah, Ollie's is next door. Ollie's is a much better deal. We went to the Ollie's also, and we looked at we did look at their comic packs. It didn't look like anything interesting. It didn't look like there was anything interesting in the comic packs. So it was just like, nah, didn't want to bother, didn't want to take the risk of just opening a bunch and having nothing of interest. There you go, Robert. Was Robert asking? There's Hobo. Hobo's doing great. Hobo's a happy little chubby guy. And he's always purring and being silly. Always purring and being silly.
I wish I had an Ollie's in my area. All we have is Five Below.
They're good for candles.
Ollie's is great for
They're
candles.
great
They
for
got
candles.
the best. They got the best prices on candles.
They still have Wakanda figures, by the way. If you need
And
Wakanda
Eternal figures
Legends,
at Ollie's.
yes, and Eternal figures, they still have
And
them.
the Masters of the Universe, Cringer and Wind Raider.
And the cartoon, the new cartoon version, they still have.
Okay. Goodwill has a great electronics store called The Grid. Richard bought 2 things from there.
Okay.
And some of those.
Yeah, you can find Saturday morning. Sometimes you can find, like, I saw there was some Bronze Age stuff, or not bronze, Copper Age stuff in there, but it wasn't anything spectacular or particularly valuable.
I agree with that, Reston. I wish a lot of these toy manufacturers would do that. I mean, they got Twitter and Facebook and all of these other. They can put out a mass thing and say, "Hey fans, what toy line or what toy would you like to see?" And and then at least you would get something you want instead of the same thing. But then I also know that they might not have the license for whatever you would like to see.
Yeah.
So that is that too. So
yeah, there's Monkey. Monkey's doing all right. He's being a little annoying recently.
He need to be put away.
Oh boy.
Because all he do is chew up all of the cords.
Yeah,
and that's starting to get annoying.
Recently he's decided he wants to try to chew on cords. He's being really weird. But and that's who is that in the background? That's Granny Smith, isn't it? Yeah, that's Granny Smith in the background. But that's Monkey. He's kind of a dope. He's not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, poor Monkey. But he is a good boy otherwise most of the time. And then there's a Granny Smith. I know somebody will ask.
They got Archie figures.
Really?
Yeah, they still got those Dungeons and Dragons figures too. Oh, one was a surround sound amplifier. Wow, that's nice. Okay.
That's actually a pretty good shot. Granny. Granny Smith. If I'm walking and she's anywhere, if I even stop walking, she'll end up laying on top of my foot. She'll end up laying on top. Oh, the Super 7. You mean the reaction figures?
I guess.
I think they did reaction of the Archies. That's very niche nowadays, though. Archies was huge forever. I mean, because they go all the way back to the Golden Age, Archies. But it's fallen away especially ever since they started trying to direct them towards an adult audience rather than just maintaining a format that had worked for like 80 years. You know what I mean?
Hey, John, how are you?
John McDuncan.
Yes.
Happy Saturday, he says.
Oh, yeah, they can't get rid of them. It's just ridiculous. But I bought a 5-disc CD changer on Macari because I made me stereo system, and I bought all the different components because I wanted the components. And we tried buying one on Facebook Marketplace, and we bought one, and it had a record player, and the record player didn't work.
Yeah.
And we bought just a bunch of different stuff. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna just buy the different things. So I bought a record player, and then I found a cassette deck. Well, I bought a new record player and a new amplifier because I knew those things had to work. And then I bought, I think the tape deck off of Macari or eBay, and the CD changer. I bought that on Macari and just built my own system, and it works great, and it's older. It doesn't fall apart. like all that. And David is here. So
David.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always
David
see
is here.
I always see the nostalgic part. And then when it is David, I always got to look good to not say Chance. Hey, Chance, how are you? I'm sorry. I like Dungeons and Dragons. Haven't collected them, though.
You can find them at Ollie's. For sure. But yeah. Ooby Doo says, "Don't get me started on the Riverdale TV series." It was teen soap opera nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody really
the
liked
WB was good for that, for those teen soap opera dramas, and that was good because it limited those type of shows to that network. And I thought that was fine. And then I don't know what the WB does now. I don't even know if the WB is still around. Okay, so Natalie is in Miami, so you can go out and have a blast.
Oh, okay. Gonna go dancing.
80s movie Cobra is 40 years old today, and next week My Little Pony,
Cobra.
The Moon. I saw that. That's with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
No, Cobra is with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, I saw that.
He has the 45 with the Cobra emblem on it, and the tough cop taking down an entire gang of, like, I don't know, Satan worshipers or whatever the hell. They were crazy, though. They were crazy. He killed everybody. But no, they don't need to do Archie anything anymore Saturday morning because they've ruined it. They've ruined it over the last few years. In the last decade, when the originator passed away and the rights changed hands, and they said, "Oh, well, let's see what we can do with this," instead of keeping it the same way it was since all the way back to the Golden Age, and try to enlighten us with what they do with Archie.
He's 28 years old. Oh yeah, they will. They made one of the characters on.
They did. They killed Archie in the thing that really turned it over was when Archie died taking a bullet for his gay friend that was being killed in a hate crime in the comics.
Oh, so Archie is dead.
Oh, he's back because it's comics, but you see the point. And people will like, what the hell is this? What is that? And expects something from Archie comics. And when you turn it into teen soap opera nonsense, then people lose interest, and then they're like, I don't understand why no one likes Archie anymore, because you altered a format that had been working for decades. Again,
that's like all things that they do.
The first Archie came out in the 30s. I mean, or early 40s. I forget. I forget when it first came out, but I mean, you see the point. It's been decades. Why mess with it?
No, Alpha be 40 in September. Archie is a ghost now. Obi-Wan Archie.
Archie-Wan Kenobi.
Oh.
Jesse's here.
Hey, Jesse, how are you?
Oh boy. I just hate seeing we're in the era of the franchise killers. The 21st century is the era of the franchise killers. They latch onto something and they want to prove something with it, or they just want to exploit it, and they don't appreciate what made it a cultural phenomenon to begin with, and they end up ruining it.
That's what I did.
They end up ruining it. And that's what we've been seeing one after another. It's like you've all seen the meme where death is going door to door, and on the doors are hanging the names of different franchises: Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and death is there with the sickle knocking on the next door. We've all seen that, and there's like a pool of blood on the floor under each door. That's what the 21st century has become. The era of the franchise killers.
Well, Richard, I didn't stick to brand. I think everything I got is different brand. I just wanted something that would work, because I kept buying different things. And, every time I would go to the thrift store, David would be like, you better not get that. It's not gonna work. And I would try.
They never do right.
And they wouldn't do right. I bought a record player and you had to play like 2 songs before it warmed up and then it played. And long as you kept going, it would play. But as soon as you turned it off and you turned it back on, you had to go through 2 songs before it warmed up and then it was good. And then I bought an amplifier from like Goodwill for $5. That didn't work. I bought like 2. I just bought a bunch of stuff. So I was like, no, I'm getting new stuff now, which I only bought an amplifier and a record player that was new because those are the things that meant the most to me that I really wanted to work. The other 2 I bought used, but they work because they're old. They were made in I think the tape deck is from the 80s and the CD changer is from the 90s and it works no problem. Put that CD, put that tape in there, sounds great. The era of cynical deconstruction.
Yeah.
I stopped reading comics when Marvel started that Illuminati and Professor X has secrets.
See, I don't even know about that because I stopped a long time ago with anything modern. I just totally lost interest. And Robert was asking who's better, Betty or Veronica. Neither. I'm on Team Josie. Josie's a dingbat, but she's a sweetheart. So you rather have somebody who's not too bright, but is a sweet person than either of those 2.
The WB or the CW network brought a lot of shows from as early as 1994 till recently. Hercules, The Legendary Journey, Xena, Smallville, Rising Sun, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and more. Yeah, WB and the CW, they both had a lot of those teenage drama stuff. Riverdale. It was one that we were watching, I think when I had broke my foot, and it was a high school. It was a spinoff, and the boy was in high school, and that boy looked like he was 30 years old. I mean, he looked old. And he came to this town and applied for school. His parents wasn't there. I'm like, what school is going to just let you apply for high school with no parents, no nothing?
Only on television.
Yeah.
Well, you see stuff on TV all the time. And
oh
God. You gonna bring that up, Chance?
Yeah, but you do need to warn people though.
Yeah. There's a guy, and he was on Facebook. He was on Facebook and Instagram and Rumble. And from what I understand is on Facebook and Instagram, he was posting, and Meta has taken those down. Apparently, Meta has taken those down, but he's also on Rumble, and like half of his videos are mine, and I think almost all of his shorts are mine. There's something like 36, 40 videos of mine, and then like I said, he's got like 3 pages of shorts. I think 24 out of every 25 my shorts. These companies and YouTube and Meta, that is Instagram and Facebook and stuff, don't like that. And without even any citation, just direct copies of my actual videos, like it's me talking and doing stuff like I'm doing right now. And I'm like, wow, that's just really odd.
Yeah, because I'm like, are you supposed to be flattered that I'm going to use your stuff?
Well, I mean, I've had people use my stuff before, but they ask me.
Yeah.
Like the guy. There was a guy who contacted me once, and he says, "Hey, I want to take a couple of cuts out of one of your Funko discussions." because I'm incorporating it into a video. Can I do that? And I was like, yeah, sure. Just cite the channel. And he's like, okay, no problem. Because he was doing that with a few people. But just going ahead and taking all of your content or any of your content and putting it up and not saying anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing? You know? And like I said, these companies catch up with you with that. They'll shut you down.
Yeah, and Communion says, what's the purpose of stealing the content? Is this person so uncreative? They need to take other people's content. I guess so.
Yeah, that's why Chance, how he found out, because
the guy Chance
sent him a message asking him something. And he looked at the Instagram account, saw my pictures, and he was like, is this David? And it wasn't. But like I said, Meta caught on to it and shut apparently the Instagram and the Facebook down. And it just remains to be seen what's going to happen over at Rumble, because I know that they're not going to tolerate that too much.
Yeah, Richard, mine has okay, so I bought this, like, I researched all this stuff. I bought a really nice amplifier. So it has like a million HDMIs, just like yours. You can hook up, I think, about 3 different surround sound systems. So you can have full surround sound. And it has Bluetooth. You can connect it to the Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, you can connect it to the Wi-Fi. You can connect it to the Bluetooth. You can connect several surround sound systems. It's just really nice. I don't use all those features right now. I got one surround sound system hooked up to it, and that's the one for the stereo system. But I would like to connect the TV surround sound system to it, because we had a TV with a surround sound, and then we bought that thing, and then we got a whole nother surround sound. And I think the surround sound system that I bought for that one, I bought used from Goodwill, and it actually worked. The speakers work great. So yeah, if they do that, they should include a link and give you credit. Yeah, especially if they're getting a lot of views.
Yeah, but I don't know how their views are, but whatever. Yeah. But I don't know, Saturday morning. I don't know what they were thinking. But it's like full on videos. Like if you were to go to that channel, you'd think it was me. You'd think it was me because, like, for example, I think my McDonald's discussion that I did just recently is on there, and it's my intro, and then here I am talking about how much McDonald's has changed. And I'm like, okay, you just flat out copied it. Yeah, I need to get back at it. I need to put up another what am I reading? Because I am reading some stuff and I want to post that. And the next wave of war books, because I'm gonna go through all of my books. And last month we had a lot going on last month. Yeah, we didn't even do the spinner rack. Yeah, we didn't do the spinner rack video last month at all. So this month, June, things should be slowing down a little bit. So hopefully next week is retro. Yeah, retro toy swap. Hey, Frank and Frog, how are you? Joining us has been watching on the big TV. So next week is retro toy swap, and end of the month is Joe Fest. End of the month is Joe Fest. But so we got a couple of things coming up. Oh wow. Okay. I'm reading Richard's comments. I know me and Richard having a whole side conversation. And that's fine, because I'm big into my stereo stuff. But now one thing that I do want to do, and I am going to invest. I'm gonna save every penny I got. And I am going to get a professional to come in and set up the stereos in the TV system. I see. I already got the equipment, so I don't need them selling me equipment. I just want them to set up properly and tune everything that I have. And I watched some YouTube videos, and they tell you how to tune. And actually,
Okay, actually the amplifier I have, it kind of tells you how to tune it, and you can tune every single thing. But then if you don't have a trained ear to know what it's supposed to sound like, you thinking, oh, this sounds great. And then you hear the right way, and then you're like, oh, that's how it's supposed to sound. So I'm gonna save up my money, and I'm gonna find somebody that does that for a living. That's their job, is to set up home surround sound systems and have it set up real nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, I held on that one, and there's
Yeah.
Blue Splash.
Hey, David, how are you?
Doing? Wanted to point out, because Ooby-Doo brings up the quizzes, because I've done 3 of them, and they don't get a crap ton of views. You know, it's like the last one isn't the 60s one, doesn't get a ton of attention, but those are a lot of work, and this is the point. Those quizzes, for those 30-minute quizzes, 100 images that I've done, it's about 5 to 6 hours each of doing the research, getting the images, doing the voiceover, doing the editing, all of that to make that video. I got about 5 or 6 hours into each one of those. And so I'm not just even the weekly roundup, doing the weekly roundup. That's a couple of hours of work, for 2-3 hours of work for a 20-minute video. So you put that effort in. You don't do it so that someone can just copy it and throw it up like it's theirs. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And Blue Splash is saying it, because there it is. That's it. He said, saw a guy on Instagram, followed me using your pictures, claiming it's their collection. It was pictures of your former house.
Oh, wow.
And that's probably him. And that guy, that's the guy we were just talking about, that Chance brought up.
Wow.
Because Meta threw him off of Instagram. I don't think that account's there anymore.
Well, how?
Oh. But also on that other channel, there were videos of my cats, of my cat shelter. There were a couple of videos of my cat shelter.
Oh,
I'm like,
my
what are you doing? Yeah, it's strange.
But you do hear about that, because I watch what's the weather guy? Ryan Hall, y'all. He's the weather guy. And
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, somebody he did, he started at the beginning of every show, he would eat some type of fruit. And then, I mean, because he looked for every way, because I mean, David has the watermarks.
You can record it without that watermark.
Yeah, I know. But you try to do all of these different things, and it just doesn't work. And it, so because I was like, well, did he just in the picture? Hey, Johnny.
Richie is Johnny. Richie was saying I should sue him for whatever money he made. It's Rumble. He probably made 12 cents. Rumble, there's no money in Rumble, right? Nobody's actually watching anything there. But I mean, seriously, I have stuff on Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay? I put stuff up there occasionally.
Oh,
I don't invest a lot of time in Rumble, because it's pointless. There's no audience. I'll put a video up and get 12 views. And I think in 2 years I've made $1.53 on Rumble.
Yeah.
From their ads. It's just pointless. But yeah, it's like there'd be nothing to sue for.
David, but contacting, following people subscribe to, or
That's how I found out about the one on Instagram and Meta, or Instagram and Facebook, because Chance put me onto that. And I looked at it, and there was pictures of Pirate on there. Remember Pirate?
No,
the cat from way back. Yeah, the cat from the old house. She was a sweetheart too. But that channel is gone now. That channel is gone now.
Now, David had that happened to him before. Somebody, they didn't use the video, but they used the words, word for word. And a loyal follower saw it and was like, hey, wait a minute. That's what David said in his video.
And I've had the opposite too, because I've had some stuff that I've done.
There's a lot of lag
where it
today.
was the video. It was the video,
Mm-hmm.
and it was revoiced over with exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was the video. They took your voice out and then said everything word for word what you said.
Yeah.
Nerd Geek Entertainment is still here.
Johnny said, "Yeah, I saw you saw a payphone in that in the thrift store. Not thrift store. It was an antique mall. Yeah, there's a payphone in there. That's the only place you'll find a payphone.
Oh, it still works, or is they selling the payphone?
They're selling the payphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's about the only place you're going to find a payphone anymore, because I don't think there's any active anywhere. Are there?
It used to be in the airport.
Yeah,
it used to be.
It's just kind of faded away.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of other things. We were thinking about that a lot recently, stuff you just don't see anymore that you don't like. Because when we were in Tennessee, we stayed overnight, and the hotel, there's no phones.
Now that's not true.
There's no phones.
Because I thought about that, because I stay a lot in hotels, and it was last year, 2025. Is the last time I remember, because the phone rang. It was a scam, but the phone did ring. And, somebody was calling around to the rooms, pretending to be the hotel staff. And then it was like, the Wi-Fi internet, but the internet crashed and we lost all the records. So we need your credit card that you reserved under. And I was like, well, I didn't reserve the room, so I don't have a credit card. And then come to find out that nothing happened. Went downstairs, told the people at the desk, what is this about? And it was like, no, that's a scam. And other people told them.
Yeah. That was a scam. Is the hotel running that scam? Because if I remember correctly, you don't call a room directly. You have to go through the front desk to get to a room when you call. You don't call that number directly.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But yeah, it's just thinking about things that you just don't see anymore in different places. And
yeah, I know. Yeah, Richard, I know. That's why I'm gonna save all my money. I'm gonna say every dime I got.
Maybe you should have a GoFundMe. Really need my stereo to work.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna set up a whole account just to save money for my stereo account. I don't need to buy equipment. I just want it set up. I know it's gonna cost some.
Oh boy!
But I wanna be surrounded and engulfed by the sound. I want to be all around me, because it sounds good if you're watching, especially an action show, an action movie, and you can hear it in the front and the back. You can hear the explosions. You can hear people talking and stuff like that. So if it's set up right, you will hear all that. And yeah. They are asking $235 off for $200 for a payphone, and they accepted it, and I bought it. No keys, but I'm sure I can find some keys.
Oh boy. I thought sure you were gonna buy that belt, because he was looking at an old Boy Scout belt also when he went there.
Dehydrated water. I was with my parents. It made me my mom laugh so hard. It was worth $10 for an empty can.
Dehydrated water. Yeah, empty can. It's like one of those gag gifts.
Yeah.
From back in the day. Like the black soap. Who remembers the black soap?
And
it would foam up and be black.
See ya.
It's gotta go.
Chris has to go. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, the one of those that, or like the super hot gum, or the gum where it had a snapper in it, like a mousetrap, so you pull the stick out and it would snap on your thumb.
Oh no, I never heard of
You
that.
never saw that one? I've
Mm-mm.
actually seen that one attempted.
Mm.
And the joy buzzer, I only saw one kid ever with a joy buzzer ring, like the kind the Joker would use.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Joker's was more powerful. But
Oh, yeah. Because if you do a YouTube channel, then you're taking views away.
well, if he does a YouTube channel though, and it's too, because I've had that happen before, YouTube will notify you. There'll
Mm.
be you'll get a notification that says we've identified content that looks like yours.
Okay.
So they're usually on that. But yeah, I don't know what to say about any of that. I mean, they can do their own videos. They don't have to copy anybody else. They had a couple of Jason Nups also. New 80s Revolution. If you're familiar with the New 80s Revolution channel on YouTube, they had a couple of his too. And I'm like, gosh,
I mean, it's okay to use ideas. Like sometimes you might see a video and it got a good topic, and you're like, oh man, I want to talk about that too.
Sure.
Now I think that's okay.
Yeah.
But not just like
your own take on it.
Yeah, because you might be like, oh, okay, that's good. And then have some more ideas, a different take, or you need to add something, or maybe you don't agree, but that's still your own take. But yeah, just to straight up steal somebody's video, yeah, it's kind of different.
Oh yeah, Saturday Morning Invoking Sea Monkeys. They made actual legitimate action figures of that within the last 10 years. Somebody did that looked like 12 scale, that looked like the ads, like the figures from the ads. Because of course, the sea monkeys didn't look like little ocean people. When you got them, they didn't look like little ocean people. So a lot of people
has to head out.
A lot of people were disappointed with those.
Oh, okay.
With the sea
See you,
monkeys.
K-Munin. Thank you for joining us.
Or the X-ray glasses.
Oh,
because it was like it was two pieces of cardboard with like swirls on them and little teeny pinholes in the center. And that was the X-ray glasses. You couldn't see through anything except the glasses. But
Robert was asking, did you get any comics lately?
No,
I haven't. I haven't bought comics in a while.
Not since when we were at the last Atlantic Comic Convention.
Oh yeah.
That's the last time we got any comic books, was the Atlantic Comic Convention. And didn't get a ton of stuff.
No.
But it's all right. You try not to force yourself to buy anything.
Are you serious? There was a live action Sea Monkeys TV show in the early 90s, if I remember correctly. Howie Mandel had something to do with it.
I don't remember that.
Now they have a TV show that's out that I want to see, Spider-Man Noir. Has anybody?
Noir, yeah.
Yeah, has anybody seen that?
With Nicolas Cage.
Yes, it's on Amazon Prime. So I got that. I got that saved to watch, so we can start watching that. Don't forget the Full Submarine. That was just a tiny toy.
Or when you got the soldiers, it's like over 200 soldiers. They were cutouts. They were plastic, but they were plastic cutouts. So they were like facades of soldiers. They weren't full soldier act like figurines. Like if you bought Army Men, it was just, they were flat. They were flat. You had to stand them up. But,
yeah. David said that guy removed himself. Didn't you say Instagram removed him?
I didn't know how. I thought Instagram took him down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he disappeared from the Meta, from the Facebook and the Instagram, as far as I know. Rumble, he's still up there, as far as the last I heard.
And yes, there's a lot. We were just talking about, there's at least 2 shows we're going to want to go to in June. 2 comic conventions that we want to go to in June.
Okay.
Well, the Toy Swap, and then that Joe
Retro
Fest.
Toy Swap and Joe Fest coming up next month.
And David says that he's been watching Spider-Man Noir and it is pretty good.
Okay.
And Robert's only seen clips. Superman, Real Kryptonite is also a classic.
I hadn't heard that one.
I haven't heard of that one either.
But
is that on now?
Anywhere where you've got Spider-Man, and he's like, if the Shadow was Spider-Man running around with 45s shooting people, I'm all for it. But and then it's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, a good actor. He'd take anything though. You throw any part at that guy.
I've seen a lot of his movies and they ain't bad.
Yeah, he's got some crappy parts though.
Yeah.
I mean, he does some, but he's a good actor. But he'll take anything because he lives such a lavish lifestyle. He burns through money.
Yeah.
And so he ends up having auctions all the time, selling the shit that he bought.
And so, Richard saw Spider-Man: The War, and it was fantastic.
Okay.
Loved it. Yes, we're gonna start watching that.
Oh, he's talking about the Rock.
Who is the Rock?
The Real Kryptonite. It was the Rock what they painted with the iridescent.
Oh yeah.
Paint.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a show.
She thought you were talking.
Yeah, they did show that in that book, that Kryptonite mess.
That book that Johnny gave us.
Yeah.
That has all those vintage ads from the comic books.
Yeah, just a green rock.
Yeah, just a green rock, but it does glow. At least it glows in the dark, so you get something out of it.
I heard that Frankenfrog. He likes some dinosaur bones, doesn't he? Didn't he buy some?
And
he
owns books,
some. Yeah, in comic books.
And
didn't
Ferraris.
he had the Superman number one, and it got stolen.
Yeah, that one's got history. They'll never. That'll stay encapsulated. It was stolen. Yeah, because
they found it. That's right. That's right. It got stolen from him somehow. I saw the story. I don't remember how it goes, but
Johnny wants to put that payphone on the wall. Get a stand for it. Get one of those mailbox stands.
Yeah.
And prop it on that.
Are you going to get it hooked up so you can make calls?
That would be interesting, especially if you have to put a dime in it every time you want to use it.
Well, at least it won't be timed, because before it was timed, but the operator kept the time.
I don't think you could get it installed because that one is I don't know if the technicians know how to do that anymore.
Oh, because it's not just that plug in the wall.
Yeah, they're used to those RJ15s now, because they've been using those for like 30 years. The little RJ15 clip-ins. But if they had to sit there and actually splice lines, they don't do that anymore. They haven't done that since the 80s. So I don't know if they could.
They can. Well, Steven Spielberg got a big comic book collection. Showed it a couple years ago. I just remember.
And it's Ferrari. Oh, come on. There we go.
He
barely drove it. Yeah, we froze there for a second.
For a submarine or a pet monkey.
Yeah, the little pet
monkey.
The little pet monkey. Yeah, they were brine shrimp, and they were like microscopic, and they die like in a couple of hours.
Oh,
wow. But they did not look like actual little sea people that you would expect, like Prince Namor, to be taken care of.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looked like in the ad.
So you thought you was gonna actually get something, but you got a jar full of dead shrimp.
Yeah, it's well, you get the eggs.
Oh, the little eggs.
It's up there with chia pet, because chia, and then you grow. Oh, it'll grow, and it grows on one side because without the sunlight it doesn't work, and then the plants all die in a couple of days.
You got to put it outside.
It won't stay alive. It dies after a couple of days.
Oh. Sea monkeys are a brand name for a hybrid breed of brine shrimp, sold as novelty instant pets.
Are you going to walk it? Yeah. How you going to take it to bed with you and snuggle with it?
He can't be Superman, so he goes for Spider-Man. The guy has a superhero.
Everybody wants to do one of those parts, though, because they're legendary.
Yeah, he was the Ghost Rider.
He was Ghost Rider. That's right. He just can't get away from Marvel. he auditioned for a Superman part, but he didn't get it. He did. I don't know if he could have pulled off Superman. You don't have quite the body for it, anyways.
They could have put on the suit like the majority of those guys do.
You can tell.
But he probably would have worked out to get in shape if he had got the part. You don't know.
He might have.
The clapper.
Yeah, clap on, clap off. Everything set that thing off. That's one of the biggest complaints about it from back in the day. But
hey, Cristano.
He said, nice to see us again. Did we buy any statues last year? No, I don't think we did.
I have not bought a statue in literally years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last one I bought was the Queen Studio Arthur Fleck, but I got it, I think. No, I got it. No, I didn't get it last year.
Because we set it up at the old house.
That's right. Yeah, so that's the last statue I bought.
And we're just getting close to where we might even start being able to display them.
Yeah.
So because we're still working on the rooms are built. the museum rooms have been built, but we're still in the process of setting everything up. Yeah. David says Motu movies next weekend.
We're gonna see it the week
after. Because again, I don't think he's in here today. Stone Sour, who you see in a lot of the live streams, actually sent us tickets so that we could go and see it. Yeah, Ooby Doob. Nicolas Cage got Michael Jackson's Sloppy Seconds.
He was married to Lisa Marie. Really? Like I said, I saw it in black and white. They have two versions, black and white, in color stick with the black and white. Oh, okay. Pick again. Gave the review of Masters of the Universe, says it has a real filmation vibe.
Yeah, he got the whole 9 yards with that. I mean, they red carpeted Pixel Dan out there at I think he was at the Bronx Chinese Theater, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so he's like George Jefferson. He's moving on up there because that's a big deal to be invited out for something else like that.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage wants to be Peter Parker, but he's more Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Yeah, he's old enough. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Now I think I own the same Joker statue you got from Queen Studios. Statue collecting has gotten very pricey. Yes.
Cristano. Yes, they are very. We did reviews of them.
Yeah, I got two Arthur Flecks. One from Queen Studio, the one where he's sitting at the
sitting cross-legged at the
makeup table.
At the makeup table.
And then the other one was from Prime One where he's coming down the stairs. Yeah. They make sure to watch the after scenes
of the He-Man movie. Yeah, that's the big thing now. We all stick around for that. Yeah, that was very nice of Stone Sour to think of us that way.
Yeah.
Reach out to us that way. That was nice.
Oh, okay. Johnny had the Skeletor.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
You went there? Yes.
When we were on our way back from Tennessee, we dropped in. We did not get the He-Man themed food, but we did go in to check things out, and we did swipe the cards.
Okay.
Oh, I took two so that she could add these to her. And these are the tabletop cards. I swiped them. I know I'm a bad boy. So that she could add these to her master's collection. I did not take the menu.
The menu was all beat up.
Yeah, the menu was rough anyways, but these are in like excellent shape. And I was like, and it's the same images from the menu. So I was like, yeah, it's good enough. It's easy to display. You set it on the table, whatever. And yeah, so I grabbed these for her. I was bad.
Yeah, those are some beautiful statues. I wanted that Michael Jackson, but whoa.
Oh, the action figure? Yeah, there's a 6-scale figure.
Yeah. From Queen Studio. And then somebody else came out. Yeah, I was just like, I'm done with all of this. And but I like statues, and it is like 5 statues I want. And the reason why I say 5 because who did it? I think it was either XM Studio or Prime One did the Ninja Turtles. They did the 4 Ninja Turtles with the interconnecting base. And then
that's right. Yeah.
I think it was Prime One that did the Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing statue with the little bird on his shoulder. I would love to have that one. All of those now you got to buy those aftermarket. So that means no.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's an awesome statue. The first Joker movie.
The first one was great. The
yes.
second one, they just ruined his character.
I wouldn't say that.
I would, because they just tormented him through the whole damn film. They made him a failure. They made him a cuck, and then
what's a cuck? I never heard that word before.
Because of the way he was handled by Harley, and then they killed him. And I was like, they they erased any interest in his character. They did it on purpose. What's the furthest we've gone? Robert's asking, what's the furthest we've gone?
Like 2.5 hours, however many miles that is. 2.5 hours. Hey, Chris, how are you?
And yes, we are going to the retro toy swap.
Yes,
we'll be at the retro.
You're going to be there. Make sure you give us a
Hello.
wave.
Yeah, we're doing the retro toy swap, and then we're doing the Joe Fest. No, we've not seen the Michael movie. I'm really not even interested, to be honest. Another story about Michael Jackson. I don't know, because it's been done a few times already.
What's J&D?
J&D Studios.
I don't think I know any. Oh, so they did the ballerina from that John Wick movie.
Is that the one you're talking about?
I'm guessing so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I ever seen any of their statues. I still like Prime One. Mm-hmm. I don't know if XM does statues anymore, but honestly, I haven't looked at statues in God knows how long. I haven't looked at statues in forever. I only used to see them when David would put it up on the screen during the roundup, because I have a Sideshow account, but I never go on that darn thing. So if he don't show something, I don't go on the site to even see what's there. So
yeah, they just keep getting more and more expensive all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, I do admit now. Hey, Quicksilver, how are you?
Joining us said they're finally catching a live stream.
Now Queen Studios they have great quality. The
except
quality,
for shoelaces.
Oh God, the quality of their statues phenomenal. I mean, with the rooted hair, the glass eyes, the
silicone overlay.
Yeah, the outfit, the stitching, even to as far as putting a liner inside the clothing, and then Prime One is next. I mean, they do a great job. So you're paying for that. I get that part, but boy, to lay that money down. Okay, it is the ballerina from John Wick. Okay, you can't walk it, but you could probably.
He's way back on the Sea Monkeys.
Hey, David, how are you? See, that's nostalgic, and every time I see that, I think
that's who he was thinking about. Yes. And LJN, those 8-inch, those are classic. They're just figurines, but they're classic. The LJN wrestler figures, yeah.
Oh, so you collect.
There's a funny story about those, because those were the mock-ups originally. LJN, when they were presenting them, because you present a mock-up, you make the figure big first, and then you shrink it down. And when they brought the mock-ups, the people they were presenting them to thought those were the figures. And they were like, oh, this is exactly what we're looking for. Look at how big these are. And then they were like, oops, okay, yeah, sure. Because what are they going to do? Say, no, actually, we're going to shrink them? No, whatever you want, basically. Boy. So that's how they ended up being that size. That's how they ended up being that size. But I mean, they're classic for figures that don't move. They don't do anything. But it was a big deal, especially in the golden age of wrestling. As huge as those figures were, and as hard as they were pushed, And us watching the vintage wrestling shows now, because we do that usually on the weekends, we'll watch some of the old like 80s wrestling broadcasts. And the three things you never realized when you were a kid, but man, they push it hard. The figures, because they're always showing you when kids have one in the audience. They'll close up on those. The ice cream bars that the wrestlers are eating. They're even eating them. They'll show Georgie Animal Steel out of nowhere eating a WWF ice cream bar. And the albums, the vinyl records, Pile Driver? I think Pile Driver was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Pushing the records and pushing the music from it as a sort of a sub-advertising during the wrestling shows.
I want to win the lottery. I got all kind of plans for that money.
Yeah.
The size of those wrestling figures make them stand out from any other toy line from that era.
It's true. Frank and Frog is saying there.
After I clean it, I will post photos on the Facebook. It's 44 pounds.
From 1986, the phone book. Yeah, put it up on the Facebook.
Yeah, let us all see it. Let the world see your new.
That's pretty cool. And for those of you who missed it, of course, this is my big pickup. It is an original 1982 Coleco Donkey Kong that I found at a Goodwill. I was shocked. I was like, there's no way they let this one slip through the cracks. Well, they did, because every once in a while they missed something, and they missed this, and he's in great shape. And I used to have a bunch of these in different sizes, and part of the collection I lost, but now I got this one back, and it's very clean, very good looking Donkey Kong with tax $1.20. You can't beat it. And if they knew what it was, it would have been in their little precious case for like $75. I'm serious.
Yeah, and somebody would be watching it,
waiting for half price day,
and then they would change the color.
They'll change the ticket, and we have caught Goodwill doing that.
Yes, we have.
Because there was a couple of times we were watching something, and when we came back on the day that the color changed, the ticket color had been altered.
Yeah. So if it was red, and then Sunday they turned to red, they changed the ticket to blue.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, or some other color that wasn't the color of the week.
Oh, that's a barrel. Robert wanted to know. See, it's the Donkey Kong little barrel from the video game on the. It's a little patch that's sewn into his chest. No, you may not have his patch.
No, I don't want that. Donkey Kong at a Goodwill. Did you get the photos of people in the frames too?
No, I showed that because that's always sad. You see a lot of. We notice that every time. There's always photographs in their frames section that has pictures of other people's families that they did not bother to take out.
I would at least take the pictures out before donating the picture frame.
I remember that Saturday morning. Yeah, they did Cubert Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and they also made vinyl banks. H.A. Renzi made vinyl banks of some of those as well. In particular, I'm pretty sure they did the Cubert R.J. Renzi.
Okay. Most of the LJN rubber wrestlers have an action pose, so you can grapple with the figures and do slams. Yeah. Now I found another company called Big Rubber Guys.
That's right.
Who are also making the figures.
Yeah, we've shown those on the roundup.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing them in the tradition of the old LJN. In addition, of course, Hasbro has brought those back because they did a round of those not too long ago. Well, we showed those. They did the Chase ones, so you got to order them. You couldn't get them in stores, and you might get one on a black card as a Chase. And I'm like, give me a break.
They're not gonna let those Chases go.
No, and once upon a time, that used to really piss people off. Is when there were variants, deliberate variants. People gave McFarlane Toys a lot of crap for that when he did that with the original Spawn figures, color variations or card back color variations, and people didn't care for that in the 90s. And of course, famously, Playmates with their Star Trek line got into a lot of trouble with it because consumers were really pissed off at them for making limited edition Chase figures. And nowadays it's just so common, people don't think about it. It still irritates people, but you know, it happens so much now. Everybody's like, yeah, whatever, you know. So they know that there's people out there that they're such completists, they can't help themselves.
Yeah.
They can't help themselves. They can't just sit there and say, "Nah, I don't need that. I don't need to do it anymore."
Well, to be fair, you see that a lot too in antique malls, frames with black and white photos in the frame. What I hate at the antique mall, you'll see, like we've seen people, like they have like their Harley Davidson or some type of jacket with the personalized patches on there and pins. Or we saw somebody, like today we saw somebody Boy Scout
the belt. It was the Cub Scout belt, and it had all his badges on it because that's one of the ways they display them.
And in another antique mall, it was this big old frame. I mean, these people did a lot. They put the guy picture and all of the badges and certificates and all this stuff he won in this huge matted frame. And then it ends up at the antique mall.
Yeah, it was probably in a storage locker clean out or something like that. And they just ended up with it and put it out like that.
Oh,
and it's like, that's somebody's life. And it's just been forgotten. And that's kind of sad.
Big Rubber Guys are produced by the wrestlers Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Okay.
So they did those. Robert it's so much better in black and white, the Spider-Man War. Okay, that so worked, you can choose.
Yeah, that worked really well for, as I understand it, for Werewolf by Night, that it was in black and white.
You know, the thing that I found really weird about that show was popular. I heard nothing but good things about it, and they never did another one.
Not only that, but it demonstrated that Marvel and Disney can indeed put out a good show if they want to.
Yeah.
A good Marvel show at that, because all the other Marvel stuff they put out was like gut-wrenchingly insufferable. People hated it.
Yeah, but then they'll do 2-3 seasons of those.
Yeah, and then they put out the Werewolf by Night, and everybody's like, "Yeah, see, this is how you do it." And now, you know what? We're not sure if we're going to continue this.
You just dropped
come
it.
on now. Come on now. That's right. Nostalgic said they're doing Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. It's true. Yeah, Mattel is doing new ones instead of classic figures. And they ought, or Hasbro, is it Hasbro or Mattel? But they ought to know, I think it's Mattel. They ought to realize from their own experience of selling wrestling figures over the last at least 10 years or so, it's only the classic 80s wrestlers that sell. Everything else is peg warmers. You must realize that. You see what I'm saying? If you put Macho Man, people will buy it.
Yeah.
You put Hulk Hogan, people will buy it. You put Junkyard Dog, people will buy it. You put out somebody modern, sits on the shelf. And it's like, why don't you understand that? And they'll still do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny. I don't understand all that. But hey, you know.
Now, somebody dies and nobody cares, and the stuff gets donated, or it's sitting in a locker and people forget about it, and the locker doesn't get paid for, and then it gets sold at a public auction, and then the person from the antique mall buys the locker and clears it out and throws all the stuff in their booth. You know, things like that. And I think about that too, and like she mentioned the Harley Davidson, because we've seen like motorcycle club vests with all these pins and everything, and patches and military paraphernalia on them, and it's like, this is someone's whole life on display sitting in an antique mall for $40, you know, like they don't matter. It's kind of it kind of pulls your heartstrings a little bit.
I kind of wonder about the people that buy it. It's like, are you buying it to like preserve that person's legacy, or you just like
strip it down and sell it piece by piece on eBay?
Yeah. Especially if it's like a trophy, because that got somebody's name and date and where they were, like somebody high school, 1986, and then a person's name on it. What are you going to do with that? Put it up on your mantelpiece or something?
You can pretend it's you. Stolen valor.
I don't know about that.
Pretend
Hopefully, I will never find a Medal of Honor in an antique store.
We have seen people's military awards at antique malls.
We saw at this one antique mall, they got a lot of firefighter memorabilia.
Oh God, yeah.
And it's one that belongs to one guy. It's like a couple of helmets, it's some jackets, it's some other stuff from the fire department. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of military paraphernalia, including.
Now, Ooby Dooby, you was 28 a little while ago. Now you're 48. Which one is it?
Maybe he meant 48 and he put 2 by accident.
He wanna be 28.
Wishful thinking. Maybe he just feels like he's 28,
okay.
Which is fine. I mean, I don't feel like.
Oh, he looked 28.
I don't feel like I'm 96.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. When I wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm 96 years old. But I'm trapped between 2 cats, and it's like, come on, let me out. And then Miss Kitty, who always sleeps on this side, pushes me so I won't get up. But yeah, I wonder about that. I wonder about that myself. And we've seen awards that have people's names on them. Remember, it was the flea market. And the Navy Awards with the coins.
Oh, yeah.
And it had the guy's name engraved on it, and medallions from some ship that he was serving on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, this is somebody's awards, service awards.
We've seen the school yearbooks personalized. You know how?
Oh yeah, filled with like all kinds of. Because back then people used to sign them and they used to write notes and stuff. Yeah.
As old as you feel.
Well, then I'd be like 186 years old. Oh, no.
My dad is doing okay. You know, he's still on his little rampage trying to run away from the nursing home. But they got him figured out. He's locked up. He can't get out.
Yeah.
When we go visit him, now that it's warm, we go outside and sit outside.
Visit an enclosed area.
Yeah, and we sit out there. We still haven't taken him anywhere.
Yeah, we don't know how that would go.
Yeah, but Father's Day coming up, so we might try to go to lunch or something. We'll see.
And it's like, but he, of course, some of you already know that story. He's in pretty rough shape mentally, so it's kind of hard. Johnny went on a hiking.
Yeah, but it took him 7 hours. He took a break and had lunch.
4 miles up and 4 miles down. How long was your break? 6 hours? I'm teasing.
Well,
Johnny.
he ate lunch when he got up there and looked at the view and took pictures and meditated, and then he wrote in his journal.
Oh, did he?
And all of that, and then he came back down.
Made contact with nature.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do when you're on hike.
They don't know what we did last week.
We went to Tennessee. I said that I'm not going to feel old, but turn 28. Okay. I missed
in 2028.
Okay,
that's what it is.
I misunderstood. Just said. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh boy. Blue Splash found a popular shop. They're having a big Saturday sale. A lot of vintage. Motu was able to pick a box spy door. Oh wow, and a loose with box Monstroid. Spider is a cool toy.
We saw a loose Spider.
Was it Spider?
Yeah. Where were we? I think we were at the flea market. Because it was loose, but it didn't have all its parts. We're all getting old. Yeah, we're all getting old.
Everybody's getting old.
Reverse Investments is here.
Hey.
How are you? Do you guys have
a favorite or least favorite Dukes of Hazzard character? He doesn't like Uncle Jesse.
Oh, really?
Oh no, Boss Hog. I liked Boss Hog. Boss Hog, the dynamic that would developed between Boss Hog and Roscoe, because it feels like they're making it up as they go. It feels totally improvised, except for when Cody and Vance were there.
Those are my least favorite.
Yeah, Cody and Vance. Because when Cody and Vance came on to try to enhance their characters, they rewrote Boss Hog to be actually really vicious. If you remember, or if you watch it, because we rewatched it not too long ago, the whole series. So he goes from, because he had a code of ethics, Boss Hog. There were certain lines he would not cross. And when Vance, am I there?
Yeah.
Okay, it went black for a second. Went back to the old style, goofy code of ethics type Boss Hog, where there were lines he would not cross. And so they altered his character back when Cody and Vance left the show. Like, for example, when he had a scam going where he had Daisy pretending to be someone's daughter. Remember, it's a really, really wealthy man. Daisy was his daughter, and it wasn't the whole thing. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do anything where you would get hurt, because he won't cross that line. He's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just trying to run a hustle. But again, Cody and Vance, they made him just straight evil. And I didn't care for his character during that time. But yeah, the whole Cody and Vance dynamic was nasty anyway.
Oh, okay. The reason they didn't put out another Werewolf by Night, they're trying to put out a Midnight Suns movie.
They'll ruin it.
With Man-Thing Werewolf by Night.
They'll ruin it.
Nah, I don't know about that. I mean, you might be right, but Werewolf by Night came out a couple of years ago. They could have did a series. They could have did something, but I don't know. Whatever. Cody and Vance should have
been in the cartoon. Robert says.
Yeah, that's my least favorite. But those are my two least favorite Dukes. But I really did like he said, the dynamic between Boss Hog and Roscoe. They made that show. I mean, I like
hilarious. Yeah, it felt like they were. They felt like they were improvising.
Yeah,
and
the whole time.
Been, because the two of them in real life were real good dramatic actors. They weren't, the whole comedy shtick was new to them. So I was like, so they did a great job, I thought.
Yeah. And the Dukes died. Oh, now he played that. That was a good scene. That's
where you could see him acting. He did really cry. Yeah.
He actually thought they died, and he was like, I didn't mean it's just a little fun, chasing.
I enjoyed it. I think they did too.
Yeah.
And it explains a lot. There's certain nuances in the show that explain a lot about it when you're paying attention.
Roscoe was good in the episode of In the Heat of the Night.
He cried there too.
That was a dramatic. That was a dramatic role.
Yeah,
where he had killed somebody, and he buried the person under a tree, and they cut the tree down and built a park. So every day he would go to the park because he felt bad after a while. And that was a good episode. Dr. Strange is wild. Roscoe do it.
This is a question to the audience, because he said there's a lot of ads. They're trying to force you to get YouTube Premium.
Yeah,
probably.
They are. Especially if because we had the YouTube Premium for 6 months on a promotion, and it was great. Before the promotion, you got ads, but you didn't get as many ads.
Yeah.
After the promotion, now you just slam with ads. And then you always get this thing. Do you want to go back to YouTube Premium?
No.
Yeah.
Never. Robert wants to know what happened with the Dukes in the original series. They wanted to renegotiate their contract, and the company said, "The car is the star of the show. We don't need you. Take a walk. We'll replace you with any schmuck." And they tried it, and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James Best was on the Andy Griffith Show. So was Uncle Jesse. What was his name? Uncle Jesse.
I can't remember Uncle Jesse's name. No,
I can't remember. But he was on the show too. He played Mr. Darling on Andy Griffith, the hillbilly guy with the big family that was always singing. That was Uncle Jesse. Oh God, what is his name?
I can't remember his name.
Think of Denver Pyle, right? Denver Pyle.
I think so.
Yeah.
Will cost money for a membership one day. It probably will. But you know what gets on my nerve? Soon as you look something up on your phone one time, you slam with videos on YouTube. And I mean, I know it's because
yeah, Johnny confirms.
Mm-hmm, I know it's because Google is owned by YouTube. Google something, it sends it to YouTube, so now you're flooded with videos.
Oh, Robert meant why they left the show on the show. They were joining NASCAR.
Yeah.
They didn't even send them off. They were just gone when the new season started. And they were like, all the Duke boys, they went off to be on NASCAR. And NASCAR and here comes Coy and Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just they did the same thing in The Lost. Dad confronted hey man, you got my image on all this merchandise. I want more money. And they said, you're fired. And replaced him with another guy, just flat out. And the third season of Land of the Lost wasn't badly written, but the kids, they couldn't take it. They just didn't understand what the hell happened to Dad. They weren't going to swallow it. The actor who replaced him was the same guy who played, I can't remember his name. It was the blonde guy from the Planet of the Apes live action.
Oh, okay.
Which was a well-written show also.
Yeah.
They heard you, Ooby Doob. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Literally 2 minutes after my last comment, you were live for another.
Hopefully from the ads, I'll get a couple of pennies from it. They're supposed to cut me in for apparently a very, very small slice. Very
small.
Very small piece of that pie. Johnny says there's been some freezing up. Are we? Can you still hear us clearly though? And I pointed out earlier we had a lot of trouble with. We did have a lot of trouble with the cable this week. I believe it was Monday. There was a blip. There was a power blip for not even a second. And both of our Wi-Fi extenders were fried somehow.
Died.
They just died. And AT&T is like, well, it's tough shit. Basically, they won't replace them unless I buy another service, which I don't want to do. So I don't know how much that's affecting all of our connections right now. I don't know how much it's affecting all of our connections.
Yeah, Frank Frog. I just like that beat. I like the beat of that song. That's when I used to listen to rap a lot.
Johnny says you can hear everything clearly. I guess it's just every once in a while, physically, we're choppy.
Yeah, the ads hit me when I want to send a message. It's crazy annoying. Yeah, because everybody, even Amazon used to.
It's all right. Gonga loves you.
Amazon used to not play ads. Now Amazon play ads.
They all get you.
Netflix used to not play ads. Now they play ads. When you got satellite radio, you didn't get ads.
That's right.
Now you get ads.
They promised you'd never have ads, and I've said it many, many times. I'm old enough to remember when cable was first rolling out, and they made that promise too. the television you will never see a commercial because you've already paid for it.
Yeah, well,
with your service. And then cable is rife with advertisement now.
Yeah. And I mean, they got their little network channels like USA and Lifetime and stuff like that. Okay. But then the commercials become so much. And then they started putting the commercials not in the commercial block. So now it's just throw it anywhere.
Yeah, that's one of the three biggest problems with the commercial ads in the modern era. One is that they drop them in anywhere. Every TV show and movie has a splicing programmed into it where you can split it out, and that's where the ads go. And that's what I do on this channel when I put up the holiday collections, where I put up like the vintage Valentine's specials and stuff, or Halloween specials. I splice out the ad block where the commercials are supposed to go, and put it together the right way. Secondly, is the frequency is much higher than it used to be. People say there was a lot of ads back in the day. You have no idea, because a lot of those half-hour shows that I've done is only 4 minutes worth of ads, because the show's like maybe 26 minutes, and that means you only have 4 minutes worth of commercials to fit in. But they're putting a higher volume nowadays than they used to, almost twice as much. And thirdly is the repetition. You didn't over and over and back from the same company. They would change it.
Hey, Matt.
There's Matt joining us.
He wants to know, do you have any toys that have no information about them on the net, like zero Google results? We had a toy in the UK called Wacky Jackers, and no one believes me. UK has different slang.
Yeah, I've got some stuff that if you were to try to look it up, you wouldn't find it. I do have a handful of pieces that people have never heard of, or that or Google probably couldn't figure it out. But what was I saying?
See you, Richard.
The ad blocks, the frequency has increased, and the repetition. So you see the same ad over and over again, sometimes back to back, sometimes 3 times in a row, over and over and over and over. And back then, if, like, say, Pillsbury was promoting something, and you were watching a 2-hour movie and there were 3 or 4 Pillsbury commercials, they'd all be different. They would mix it up. They didn't want to bore you with the same ad. And plus, they're the same types of ads. Every ad you see is either insurance or medication. It's like, give me a damn break.
Hey, Patty.
Patty's
there. They were live. But the thing that get me, we get commercials in Spanish and
we've got
Mandarin.
Yeah.
And it's like, y'all got the algorithm. We speak English in this house.
Yeah, you're spying on us anyway. You know what the hell we're saying.
So you know that.
Why am I watching Punjab or the person is speaking Punjab? That makes no freaking sense. Or Portuguese.
We get all kind of weird ads. It's like, what is this? Yeah, I won't be surprised, Johnny. Does HBO have ads?
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't because we don't try to prescribe or subscribe to really anything. We don't try to subscribe to anything. But yeah, I've got a handful of things that, like, if you were to try to look them up on eBay, you wouldn't find them. But so I know exactly what you're talking about there.
At the same time as a kid, yeah, they had them and they rotated them around. But those ads were loud.
They still are.
Yeah,
some of
they
them
still
are blasting. It's like, golly, I feel like I'm being screamed at. It's worse now than it was back then with the boost. The gain, they boost the gain on the audio. It's freaking aggravating.
We had better jingles in the day than they do. They don't have jingles anymore.
No.
Oh yeah, that one, Frankie Frog. I get 100 commercials a day. I'm a dude.
Are you
Yes.
in Michigan?
Oh no.
Somebody
Yeah.
will get that.
But it's like some commercials you just don't need. Like the sanitary napkins and stuff. You don't need that commercial.
No.
You know you need that.
You know what I think is hilarious about tampon commercials?
No.
Is that they tell you that they come in different sizes in the commercial, like nobody knows that. They come in different sizes? It says that on the damn box.
I've never seen an ad for Viagra. Never. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It is male enhancement pills, but it's not Viagra. It's always something else. And then the commercial is always so suggestive.
It's the company that sells them. It's what is it? Hims, right?
You got
it's
Hims
the company that
and
sells
all of
them
that.
that advertises it.
Yeah. But they have like other brands, and the commercials are always so suggestive.
Well, I mean, they're selling
I know, but it's
pills
just like
to fix the plumbing. So it's like, it lets you know, hey, dude, you can still get a couple of things going there, buddy. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you just buy this pill, they're gonna let you know what it is.
Yeah, that doll lamp head was weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
It looked very, very creepy.
That was creepy. I remember that jingle.
Deep body thirst.
The deep down body thirst.
They played.
Oh boy.
First ad when I joined the stream was him.
Come on now. You know why? Because their demographic, according to YouTube's demographic, my target audience is 40 to 60.
And it's men.
Yeah, probably mostly men. So they're like, so they're probably like, yeah, these guys are getting kind of.
Oh no. It always shows a lady in the ad sitting on the edge of the bed looking down in shame and disappointment.
Does it? Oh my god.
Duet dating ads hit me. Oh
looking
boy.
Disappointed. Oh no.
But luckily I'm always looking for stuff. So now we get mattress commercials, we get for flooring, tiles.
You look at it one time, we'll be seeing commercials for that for like months.
Yeah, for like months. And then at work, I always have to buy stuff for work. So then we get boots, hard hat, safety equipment, use this stuff at work and all of this. And it's like, I looked at that at my work computer.
And we're getting them on the TV here.
At home.
Yeah, we're getting them on the TV here.
Yeah, it's going way sideways. It is, Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny.
I agree. You know how that goes. You talk about one thing and everybody comes up with something else.
Leads you down a bunny trail.
So let's get back on track.
Yeah, let's see if anybody knows who this is.
Oh boy. Now you got to go get something. Get everybody back on track.
Yeah, let's see if anybody recognizes this.
Recognize that, man.
Who is this? I'm covering it partially because his name is actually on it because this is an original condition. Still got some change in it too. I'm loaded, especially if it's pennies. This is an AJ Renzi bank, Blomold bank of a character. Who is it? Oh, Obi-Doob got it. It is Marvin. That is correct.
The Marvin.
Marvin, who was a comic strip character. You would read him in the funny pages when people had newspapers. He was Marvin, the little baby, and he would have little thought bubbles and think to himself. And I came across this really, really dirt cheap, and it still has change in it. I'm gonna get that change out of here one of these days.
Cut a hole in the bottom.
Oh hell no! You see that it's never been done. You see that it's never been done.
You need that money.
It is Marvin. I know. I hope I'm not that desperate that I need to get like the 13 cents out of this. Yeah.
Starving Marvin. I remember Starving Marvin. I think they're out of business.
Or you
That
could be
was a
starving,
gas station chain.
but was he starving like Marvin for a Cool J song?
I don't know what that is.
LL Cool J, that's one of his lines. Is starving like Marvin for a Cool J song, even though he doesn't sing, he raps. Yeah.
And Johnny says his payphone does not have change in it.
You shook it?
Of course he should.
You shake it up. You have to look on eBay and see if they have an old payphone key. Yes, Blue Splashy is wearing a diaper. It's hard to tell in the image there, but yes, Marvin had on a diaper. I hope he does, because I don't want him to wet all over the shelf.
Oh my God.
Yes, Marvin is wearing a diaper. I love those old AJ Renzi Blom old banks. Some are worth a lot more than others. They also had Halloween buckets.
Yeah.
The skull Halloween buckets are really tough, and they came in a variety of colors, and the more wild the color combinations are, because some of them were pretty psychedelic looking, the more expensive they can get. People pay hundreds for certain skull buckets and certain color combinations, because you might, because they're not, the plainest one, of course, would be like white with black highlights, black eyes, black nose, whatever. But they would do like fluorescent green with like pink eyes, and just any color they could think of, they would mix it all together. And the more wild the colors are, you go anywhere from paying $30 for a bucket to paying $300, $400, $500 for a bucket. And Ooby Doob loves the toy knowledge. I try.
Augusta. What's that word? Celtic. Augusta
Celtic.
No, there's no L in there. I saw you. Celtic. There's no L in there.
Celtic. We'll get it. August. We'll just say August.
It's Augusta.
Okay. Saw a YouTube video of a man who collects mannequins. Have you done a video on that hobby? No. I don't think so. I don't
like the full body? Like the full-on mannequins? Does he
dress them? You know, if you collected costumes, that would be a good way to display them.
Yeah. Richard is back.
He's sorry that he's back.
He's sorry that he's back. Oh, Richard.
Oh, no, Richard. No, we're teasing Richard.
It's August aesthetic.
Okay. We'll get it. We will get it. But yeah, I have I guess I have a lot of knowledge on a lot of different subjects. No, I don't know if I would call myself an expert in anything specifically, but
movie poster things people collect.
That can get very expensive.
Yes.
Some of those vintage movie posters in decent shape can be very expensive. But you know, like kind of jack of all trades, master of none. I try to know at least something about everything that I have, so that I don't just own stuff. But I find that I know enough that or people have figured that out, and they'll come and they'll ask me a lot of questions, especially at shows. I've had dealers even coming up to me wanting to know, hey, can you tell me what version Shogun Warrior this is? Or you know, things like that. Is this a version 2? Is this a version 3? Things like that, because they're not sure, but they know that I might know. And I think that's kind of interesting. Ooby Doob says he appreciates the channel. I knew too much about G.I. Joe, not enough about Billy Diver or advertising merchandise. Oh yeah, Billy Diver.
Don't you have a Billy Diver?
Yeah, Billy Diver, yeah. From Eden to oh, now I'm gonna draw a blank.
No, now he's drawing a blank. Things people collect.
Billy Blastoff, Billy Diver, Billy Cowboy, Eldon Toys. Eldon Toys. Billy and Billy Construction Worker. There's a whole series of them, but Billy Blastoff, the one that looks like little fat kid version of Major Matt Mason from Mattel, is the one that they sold the most of, and that's the one you see the most often, and the one that most people are primarily interested in. They don't even know there was a construction worker or a cowboy or a diver.
There was a horror movie called Tourist Trap. I saw it. And it started
that's right.
Connors about mannequins, how he can control them.
But telekinesis, we've seen that.
That was on Riff Track.
Yes.
2 separate words, August and aesthetic. Just call me August.
Okay.
So not Augusta.
Okay. I was right the first time.
August.
It's okay. We try. So August, that's fine.
Hey, August. How are you? No, but things people collect.
What?
Thimbles.
Oh, they don't collect anymore.
Well, they used to.
Yeah, the people don't collect thimbles anymore. That used to be a big thing. Little spoons.
Yeah.
Little spoons.
Shot glasses.
Little bells.
Bells. I used to collect bells.
Micro snow globes. Little snow globes. You see,
Yeah.
like, let's say, like Montreal or Los Angeles or something in it. We're just teasing you.
Oh, Richard, how is your podcast coming? Because I thought about one topic and you never hear about them, and it's up in the Pacific Northwest, and it was in it was either Washington State or Oregon, where they had that jelly rain, and you never hear about that.
Yeah.
That jelly rain patches. Yeah, people do collect, and then we got marbles, buttons.
Yeah, like the circular buttons you put on your clothes, stuff like that.
Keychains, movie or cartoon or movie older than Halloween mask.
That stuff people do collect. We're talking about stuff people don't collect anymore.
Pez. And then we got Matthew here. What kind of food do you guys eat? Do you have any money left over for food after buying all the toys? Or you live on ramen noodles and tap water?
Oh boy. Well, if we hunt deals, and we've been doing it for a long time. If we paid retail for everything, we couldn't do it. We do a lot of
cribbage board look like. Go ahead.
So we go to a lot of the shows. We find a lot of deals. We do the best we can. We're not balling out of control, but we would not invest so heavily in our collecting that it affected us being able to pay the bills or anything like that, because that's irresponsible.
God forbid.
August said, the cribbage boards.
I'm looking them up. Okay.
Once upon a time, I had a cribbage board that was carved out of a whale's tooth. Okay.
Oh, that's evil.
Well, no, I mean, it was over 250 years old. Okay. It's from way back. It was like an orca tooth, big tooth, cribbage board, all this whaling carvings in it all around. And I sold it on eBay, and eBay canceled the auction and sent them their money back, because they said you can't sell ivory. But the rule actually is on eBay that you can, if it's before, I think, 1970, before the bans. And this thing was a legitimate antique. It was more than a couple hundred years old. It was signed, and it was a known artist. And I was like, this is an antique art piece, not just a piece of ivory. It's not illegal to sell it, but it was a cribbage board they had made out of this tooth. It was pretty bizarre.
I've never eaten ramen noodles in my life. Viewmaster, sadly, are not. Yeah.
And I've got a bunch of Viewmaster stuff, and I think that thing is. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, for a while, I'm trying to get people to come on to talk about cryptozoology. Where's that? Look that up. Yes.
Cryptozoology.
Oh, David want to know if you're going to buy a Defiant.
I wish. I can't afford it. And Carlos, a vendor that we know, you might have seen him in Plastic Crack, the documentary. Carlos had one, and he offered a sweet deal on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, God, I just can't do it. We especially said we had moved and everything else. There's no way I could scrape up the money for it.
Ouija
Unfortunately, Ouija boards. Oh, it's a sin.
No, we wouldn't have a
No, we
Ouija
wouldn't have
board. We
a
would
Ouija
never
board.
have that.
Excuse
And
me.
honestly, if somebody was to send it to us, we wouldn't even allow it in the house. We'll immediately burn it. I haven't heard of anyone collecting hogs.
Oh
What
boy.
are hogs?
The milk caps, early 90s.
Oh,
Yeah, early 90s.
yeah.
Yeah. Shrinky dinks? I don't have shrinky dinks. I don't have any shrinky dinks. That was a thing though. That was a big, and especially in the 80s.
Hogs has tournaments? Oh, wow.
Oh, they're trying to bring it back.
Oh, really?
Trying to bring it back, man. Georgia cryptozoology.
Okay, I looked it up. That's like Loch Ness Monster and the Yeti and the mountain gorilla and all of that. It's about animals that don't exist.
Stuff that you read about in Weekly World News.
Yeah, like Bat Boy.
Bat Boy.
And Mothman.
And Mothman.
Yeah, but that Jelly Rain one though, that is real. The only place I've ever seen that was on Unsolved Mysteries. And I looked it up and they had, the only thing I could find was a local news story when it happened. And that was it. It was nothing else. And I was surprised. There wasn't like a buttload of like documentaries and a movie and all kind of stuff like that.
Because that was dangerous.
Lake
a lot
Monster.
of people were hurt.
Oh, wow. Some people died. The river monster is said to inhabit the mouth. Oh, really? In southeast Georgia.
I never heard that.
David is coming to Joe Fest, aren't you, David? I think you said.
I thought you said something about that.
Yeah.
But this is what we're talking about here. Weekly World. This is her Weekly World News collection.
Yeah.
If you remember these, and you used to see them on the end caps. When you would go to the supermarket with the legitimate like magazines and newspapers, and they would have this presenting itself like it was a real newspaper.
Because all that stuff is true.
Yeah, it's all true. Weekly World News.
August want to know, you don't even have any cribbage boards now, do you?
I don't think so. Well, this one's missing. That's that other piece.
No, he don't have any cribbage boards at all now.
Oh, here we go.
He had cribbage boards. He don't have any anymore.
Plane missing since 1939. Lands.
Okay.
Yeah, they found it.
David watches crypto folklore about Sasquatch and Dogman.
Space alien meets with Ross Perot, and this is one of the action figures now. But these are hilarious. These are fun to read. I don't know if we have a Bat Boy up here. World's strongest granny is 84 years old.
She look good.
She can lift 320 pounds.
Oh, yeah?
That's what it says. Weekly World News. And what's the date on this? October 20th, 1992. 1992, 85 cents. These are fantastic. We have a couple of Bat Boys in here too. Civil War babies found alive at Gettysburg. Oh my God. They were born 130 years ago and haven't aged a day.
No.
I know. It's all true.
You gotta believe it.
I don't know. No, Frank and Frog, because they made these from the 1970s. They started making Weekly World News in the 1970s.
Yeah, Weekly World News was around for a long time.
And it was a weekly periodical. So yeah, this I know this looks like a lot, but that barely scratches the surface.
That's what, like a year's worth?
Probably.
Yeah, Ouija board open up doors you can't close. You need to leave that stuff alone.
Man 53 hasn't aged since he was 4. See, there he is smoking a pipe. I was born in 1939.
I don't know if I got the first Bat Boy, but I do have a few.
She has a Bat Boy.
I think I got like 2, maybe 2. I don't have a lot.
Here's one they need to do a figure of. Half human, half fish, found in Florida.
I've seen the Weekly World News comics, and I want to get that. I would love to have those. I would love to have those. The Sci-Fi Channel F news feed from the 90s was hilarious. Very Weekly World News-ish. Don't mess with the Ouija board.
A lot of people are saying it. That's right. Yeah, don't mess with that. No, the Ouija board, the Bible says don't screw with that kind of stuff. It does, actually. Woman kidnapped by UFO in 1880 is alive.
Yeah, she don't look a day over.
I know.
What was on the back of that issue? The Mass of Tutankhamun.
Which one?
The Mass of
that yeah, one. This one. You can get a pendant of see an 18 karat gold plated. 18 karat gold plated. How much is that? I want one now. It's $17.95 plus $2 shipping and handling.
Yeah, Richard, if you look up the Jelly Rain, you'll see that you can find it on YouTube, or if you watch Unsolved Mysteries, you'll see the whole episode about it. And it's very interesting. And people did get sick, and some people did die from that. So
and there's never been an explanation as to what the hell it was. It was literally like raining chicken fat.
It was raining, and this globs of jelly fell out, and it was killing plants. And I don't know about animals, but people that got touched by it got really sick and died. I love the Weekly World News. Did you know they have an on? Yeah, David goes to the online site.
They're on Facebook.
Yeah. Exorcist was not a joke.
Yeah, leave that kind of stuff alone, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. So those things, they're fun to read through, and they're just fun to have, I think.
Yeah, they are fun to read. Here we go. World's biggest cat is 78 pounds.
Yeah.
That one might be true. That one might be true. These are fantastic.
Yeah.
I know you got a couple of Bat Boys. I don't see them, though.
It's in there.
World's fattest man weds the tiniest woman. Oh, boy. Groom weighs 903 pounds and his bride weighs 47. Oh, boy. Snowball fight kills 6. Oh, I didn't see a Bat Boy. I know you have like a couple, but those are like very highly sought after, actually, the Bat Boys. So
they are very sought after.
They are. But yeah, I was just trying to see if I could get to one. But these are great. I used to read these, and we got a bunch, and they're just fun. They're just fun to read. Half man, half dog baffles doctors. That's fantastic. These are great. These are great. Baby born with gold tooth. Oh, yeah. And she bought these in a lot.
I bought a lot, and the guy was like, "Hey, if you really like these, I got more." And I was like, "Well, how many do you have?" And he told me, he was like, "Give me an offer." And I hate it when people did that, and I lowball that thing so bad. I was like, "Oh, he not gonna take that," but he'll come back with something else. Dude didn't come back with nothing else. He's like, "Okay, done." And he sold me the ones that I asked for plus these, and then he threw in
there.
Yeah, we're there.
Hillary Clinton never looked that good. I don't care what
Not
they
in
say.
her life.
What was she, like 12 in this picture? Hillary Clinton adopts alien baby.
Do you know Robert the Doll? Supposed to be real chunky, place in Key West. Never heard of that.
Robert the Doll.
Lee Jones referred to Weekly World News as the
That's right. Heat. That's right. They used to read these, and Will are you reading those? He was like, "Are you kidding?" Oh, here we go. 80-foot dinosaur captured in Brazilian jungle. But I wonder how many people would read these and actually believe them. I used to read them because it was just fun. You know, because they're so silly and fun. You know,
because they're great.
Yeah, they're great. And they don't do stuff like this anymore. I mean, they still do it on the they still do it on their Facebook and stuff. Mom gives birth to 15 babies at one time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. A new world record. 11 boys and 4 girls. Oh my God. How did she do it? How did she do it? How about this one? Satan's skull found in New Mexico.
Oh no.
Bible experts call it the find of the century. Thank God. I was worried. Here we go. I finally found one.
Oh, the FBI
captures bad child. Daring agents end boy's 27-state reign of terror. Creatures stranded on rooftop by Mississippi flood. Oh, this is perfect. You gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. Yeah, this is an era that we grew up with.
That's no more.
It would be up on the end caps of the supermarkets with the magazines and with the other newspapers. It'd be next to the National Enquirer and the Globe and all of those other things. And it was fun. I used to read them, you know, when I worked overnight convenience stores, I used to read these.
Patty says her grandmama used to read the Inquiry, said that if it wasn't true, they wouldn't write it.
The National Enquirer. Yeah.
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's true. They used to advertise on TV.
Yeah,
that's how big those newspaper rags were. They would advertise on TV.
Tabloids were the best.
Even news, you know, hell, all of this kind of media, newspapers, this kind of stuff, magazines, it's all going away. I mean, who produces newspapers anymore? Who has newspapers delivered to their home anymore? Do they
don't
even
do that anymore?
Even deliver newspapers anymore?
You know? The paper boy, and then you drive around and throw the newspapers out on your yard, in your driveway.
Most of these papers don't even put out a daily anymore. You know what I mean? What?
Did you just flash a weekly world news with Louisville on the front page?
I don't know. I might have.
No.
But yeah, because I was putting these back in here. I don't want to lose track of them. I've got them in numeric order.
So yeah, we got those, and those are fun reads. They're just things, you know, you read them and look at it, and it's just fun and bring back memories to block out all of the other junk that you face with every day or what the media is trying to force on you. So, I mean, yeah, they want to talk about, oh, that's not real. Half the things you see is not real, but at least you know those aren't real. And you just read it for a good little laugh. And that's it.
Yeah, and that nostalgia is what we're all about, because that's why we collect all kinds of stuff like that. And we do our best. We try magazines and the like the Weekly World News there, the comic books, the toys. All of it is really about the nostalgia and just having an escape from the world, having an escape from the world as it is now.
Yeah, and August says that reminds him of Monster Times tabloid that he used to buy in the 70s. Miss Newsstands had magazines downtown.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Actually, the half man, half dog is a medical condition that causes excessive...
Yeah, and it grows all in your face.
Yeah. Yes. Well, they call that the wolf man, I thought.
I don't remember what they call it.
Yeah, but I've seen some kind of rare condition, and you get hair all over yourself.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Wanted to, of course, say special thanks to Pastor Rick, to Richie, and to Robert, who made donations to the channel to help us out with our feline friends. Very much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Hope you all had a good time. We'll try to do this again sometime soon. Again, of course, next week we'll be at the Retro Toy Swap. And then at the end of the month, we'll be at the Joe Fest. I'm not sure how much we'll be doing at the Joe Fest. I will film it, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much we'll be doing at the Joe Fest because I have reached out to them. I'm still not hearing anything from them.
Yeah, we might go on Sunday.
Yeah, we might. I don't know. We'll see. But we have not been able to, because usually I can get a hold of somebody and like get passes or something because I try to get in early so that it just makes the filming a lot easier on everybody. But thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good time, and we will see you again sometime soon.